A man put his son alone in the bathtub to take a bath, just so he could play King of Glory with his best buddy. Little did he know, while he was busy gaming, the faucet inside suddenly broke down, and scalding hot water started pouring out. Soon, the child's shrill screams pierced through the door. Defeat. However, he had just lost the game, and only wanted to start the next round right away. He didn't bother to go check on the kid at all. Instead, he got annoyed that the crying messed up his gameplay. He stood up and grabbed 2 wads of toilet paper, and stuffed them into his ears. Then he threw himself back into the game completely, forgetting all about his son in the bathtub. Time ticked by minute after minute, and 2 hours passed in the blink of an eye. The man finally won a game at last. He pulled the toilet paper out of his ears, and listened closely. He found the son had stopped crying altogether. When he walked into the bathroom, a wave of hot air hit him in the face right away, along with a sharp pungent smell. The man quickly picked the child up. Then he followed online tutorials to perform CPR on him, but this was obviously just fooling himself. Realizing he had caused a terrible disaster, the man broke down completely. On one hand, he was grieved by losing his son. More importantly, he was terrified of his wife finding out, because all his wealthy life right now depended entirely on his wife's family power. If his wife found out the truth, he would have to leave the house with nothing. This was a result he could never accept. Just at that moment, his wife suddenly called him. The wife's call came in out of the blue. The man forced down his inner fear, and lied that the kid had finished bathing and fallen asleep. After hanging up the phone, the man quickly put the child's body back in the nursery. Then he rushed back to the bathroom right away, and drained all the water from the bathtub. He planned to clean up all the traces before his wife got home, but halfway through cleaning, his wife came back home early. The wife asked where the kid was as soon as she walked in. The man pretended to be calm, and quickly lied that the kid was asleep in the nursery, telling his wife not to wake him up. With his desperate cover-up, the wife didn't notice anything wrong, but the man had only just breathed a sigh of relief when his wife's whole family showed up at the same time. It turned out to be New Year's Eve. Everyone had agreed to have a reunion dinner together. Seeing this, the man panicked instantly, because the wife's eldest brother was a police officer. What he feared most happened right then. The next second, the brother-in-law smelled a strange odor on the man. The man broke out in a cold sweat from fear, and quickly explained it was pork dumplings cooking in the kitchen. However, this excuse couldn't fool the brother-in-law's nose at all. With his professional sense of smell, he knew right away it wasn't the smell of dumplings, and the odor wasn't just on the man. It filled the entire room, every corner of the house. As he said this, he walked straight toward the source of the smell, and that place was exactly the kid's nursery. Seeing this scene, the man was scared out of his wits, and rushed over to block the door, right as the truth was about to come out. Luckily, the wife finished cooking the dumplings at that moment, and came over to call the 2 of them for dinner, but they had only eaten a few bites, when everyone suddenly heard the sound of dripping water. The man's heart jumped into his throat again instantly. Soon the brother-in-law found out. The sound was coming from the nursery monitor. But why would there be dripping water in the nursery?